Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Titleless Musings, and today I have a very special journal with me for you. In this video, we are setting up my 17th journal in 4 years. This is also the 4th journal of 2024, so it has a very special place in my heart, and I'm so excited to get to share it with you today. The very first thing I'm doing in this journal is setting up my inner cover. Now, my inner cover always has this little Leuchtturm logo thing on it, or Leuchtturm sticker. I don't really know how to describe it. You use it usually to put the journals away, to store them, but I use it and I write the date started, the date ended, and how many days that would have been. So as you can see, I've just laid out that side over there, and I'm now working on the right side. For my inner covers, I try and pick stickers and paper and photos that kind of go with what I'm into at the time. So I've got like Taylor Swift, I have this cat meme, I have a Spotify code for Midnights, and I also have this Enhypen picture, which I thought was funny. I also use quotes sometimes, but I don't do that as much anymore. I'm just polishing up the page with washi tape as well. Now, the fact that this journal is journal 4 of 2024 means that this is the last journal I will use this year, which is such a crazy thought to me. This journal is what I call my end-of-year journal. Now, if you're following my Musings on Journaling series, which you can find on my channel, in a couple weeks' time we'll be going really into depth as to what even is an end-of-year journal. But just in case you're wondering what it is, I've basically defined my end-of-year journal as the journal that covers the last 2 to 3 months of the year. It's a special journal, and I call it the end-of-year journal because I use it to document everything that I do during the end of the year. Anything from holidays and traditions and recipes that I want to remember to obviously daily entries because it is a daily journal. But it has an extra special place in my heart because it has a specific focus on the end of year, which is a very fun and important time to me. Now, this notebook is also very special. This notebook actually began 2024 as my reading journal, but I got about 35 pages into it before I realized that I just didn't have the time to balance YouTube and life and also trying to create spreads for the books I read. So I decided instead, since there's still 200 pages that haven't been used in this journal, I would just repurpose it into my 17th journal. As I've been talking, you've been watching me decorate the cover. I just pick things that are, again, relevant to me at the time, things that I'm into, things that I'm thinking about, etc. And right now I'm thinking a lot about Jay from Enhypen, which is no surprise depending on what part of my audience you are from. If you're from the K-pop side, you're definitely going to know that. If you're not from the K-pop side, then I'm sorry in advance that this makes very little sense. Here, we are moving into the journal. Now, as you can see on the left, I actually have a book review there, but I covered it up because I didn't want it to take away the focus of what I was working on. Now, on my Hello Journal 17 page, you may be wondering, like, why? What am I doing? The first thing I do is always call out what journal it is, because that's important for me when I come to log these later, when I catalog these journals. But I also try to write a little bit at the start of the journal that kind of goes over what happened in the previous journal, as well as what you can expect in this future journal. This is the only time that this has been different, and the only reason it's different is because I'm filming it for YouTube. Usually I would go into depth on, like, here's like what my life is like right now, and here's what we covered in the last journal, but for obvious reasons I didn't do that on this one. I did leave some of the writing in, so you can read it at the end if you're interested, but in this journal I pretty much just go over, you know, this is the end of year journal, we're getting ready for Halloween, we've also got Thanksgiving and Christmas coming up. You can fill this in with whatever holidays you celebrate. I'm just giving you some examples. And that's pretty much what I go over in this page. And this page is very lightly decorated because I wanted the focus to be more on the writing. But again, you could decide that you want more pictures, more stickers, more washi, etc. It's very adaptable to your own journal style. Because it took me so long to write this page and so long to work on it, I did cut most of the writing out in this part. Like I said, you'll be able to go ahead and pause at the end and read it, but I did just try and make it a little bit more digestible for you to watch because it is a lot of writing. The general high points I hit on are, here are the months that are upcoming, here's what I'm looking forward to, etc. But we are now coming up to the end of the spread. We're in the last 30 seconds of the video, so I just wanted to take the time to say a quick thank you so much for joining me today. Please consider liking and subscribing if you enjoyed. That really does help the channel. I had a great time making this. I'm really excited to use this journal. Here's the final look at the cover, as well as the inside cover, and then the Journal 17 page. Thank you again so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.